What's up, everyone? Yeah, I had made this video earlier, like in a car, but oh my god, the quality was so horrible. That's what happens when you have a no budget channel. Not a low budget, but a no budget. But I had come across this interesting channel, Politically Provoked. I think it was because my boy Kenneth Brown was debating about flat Earth for some reason. I guess that's his gateway into like debating about stuff. They have interesting debates. Like, well, I mean, I don't want to see a flat Earth debate, but they got other interesting debates. They have roundtables where they talk a lot. Like coffee drink hour. Those might be the most productive because what's really lacking these days is to get people that disagree with each other, that might even not like or even hate each other, God forbid, to talk out issues in an environment. I mean, there's ground rules, right? Like you can't vigorously insult the other person. There's terms of service. So it enables an environment where Democrats, Republicans, left and right, um, Jews and Jew haters, whatever, have the ability to actually talk about ideas. Sometimes that might be difficult, like in these debates. Maybe it's not as genuine as it could be in a discussion, but it's the best environment for it. Reminds me of the old Luke Ford show. I'm Luke Ford alum. Luke Ford's the old gangsta. I'm sure like there was someone before him, but I don't know of anybody else. It's similar to Luke Ford's show in that it's a place where you can have these discussions. It is a little bit different because the Luke Ford show was more centered around personalities like Luke himself, like Kevin Michael Grace, both who should actually go on this channel. But the hosts, I really like these hosts because they host the discussion. They don't dominate the discussion. They chime in, as of course is their right to do. And people want to hear their opinions. They keep it honest. They keep it centered. They keep it appropriate and productive. This guy Quibbles, his name is Jonah. He's a really smart guy. I'd be surprised if he wasn't a lawyer by training or like something along those lines where you're able to break apart and analyze ideas. Because even in this debate he had with this Martinez guy about the JQ, like he had never heard of the dancing Israelis, right? But even though he knew nothing about that situation, he was able to break it down. Like, tell me the facts. Okay, like what is the conclusion that you're drawing from those facts? And he did a very good analysis, kind of cross-examination of those ideas, which I think is important, especially if you're not aware of something. So it's really good. I would like to get on there, hopefully. Hopefully I can contribute in some way or another. It's a good thing about that show is a lot of people get on there. Like with Luke's, both formats have their strengths and weaknesses. Like Luke Ford's show, it was more dominated by certain individuals, because like people want to see a star on a show. Like they like Luke's takes or they like Kevin's takes or some other guys. So there really was kind of like, well, two main people, maybe like 5 core people, but only like 10 people or so that would actually contribute. But this format, really, you can have a revolving door, kind of like a merry-go-round of people that could come in and give some good analysis, some base takes. The weakness, I guess, because it is a bigger community, you're getting differing ideas. You can't be quite as esoteric. Like Luke Ford was more to like a right-wing, alt-right type of group. So you're able to talk about more esoteric ideas. Like they talked about Carl, forget the guy's name, but they talked about this book, The Concept of the Political. I wanted to say Karl Marx, but it's not Karl Marx. Carl Schmitt, Concept of the Political. They talked about that fucking book for like a week or two, which, okay, that's probably too long. But they were able to dive deep into certain ideas like that, or the Historica strike in Germany, which is a very interesting discussion. So you can't really get into those topics at length on a show that's to a more broad audience. Just like you couldn't get into certain left-wing esoteric ideas probably without alienating the audience. It has to be more mainstream, like, I don't know, debating abortion. I personally don't really have much interest in that debate because it's like, once you hash it out, I don't know. I feel like there's limited gains to be made. But there are other interesting ideas. They got like these Wignet types over there. Now, certain people would say you shouldn't platform people like that, and I understand that criticism. You shouldn't host debates about the JQ or Holocaust denial because you're giving those people a platform. But ultimately, those people are going to be platformed somewhere. If it's not on Twitter or YouTube, it's going to be on BitChute or Odyssey. And I do think there's value in engagement where you can sway some people. And if done properly, they're usually made to look like idiots, even if all their followers claim to win every debate ever. Or if they don't win it, they'll claim foul, oh, we lost because the guy kept interrupting and straw manning. You hear a lot of that. But ultimately, they're going to be platformed somewhere. So if they're on a platform, you should go debate them. That's what I think. Like, you're not required to, but it's an opportunity to be had. But just, if the politically provoked people do end up listening to this, they should be aware that guys like Norman Hobbs, Culture Thug, and the like, they're there to recruit. I mean, because they're going to find people they can bring to their side that they're not going to be able to reach through their small, isolated channels on BitChute or Gab or whatever. But since they're on there, you might as well debate them for the fun of it and even for some productive reasons as well. What else? I don't know. Luke Ford's going on there today. Like, hopefully other fun people join there. I'm going to try to get on there, but it's hard because I'm always with my girlfriend and it's kind of rude to like go debate when you should be hanging out. But I'll try to get on there at some point. Anyway, everyone go check out Politically Provoked and everyone have a good day.